Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and greetings from the authors of the paper entitled The Advantages of Interactive Games on Language Learning, Students' Perspectives. We, the authors, Dr. Nur Anis Osman, Ms. Nur Dalila Khalid, and myself, Dini Nordana binti Bharum, would like to thank the organizer for this opportunity in presenting the paper virtually, a new norm that is being practiced by all. To start, in this era, English plays a major role in many sectors, especially education, where it is highly required. Most people are already aware of the importance of English language. Most people are already aware of the importance of English language, and that is why it is taught as a second language in Malaysia and is made a compulsory subject in both primary and secondary schools. However, despite the effort and push by the government in making English a compulsory subject, it seems that the level of proficiency did not rise to expectation and the students are still failing in the subject. Therefore, in this paper, we propose that game-based learning should be implemented in the classroom. This is because, according to Scherer 2011, students respond positively and focus better in doing activities related to games compared to being lectured in a quintessential classroom scenario. This will help in improving the learning environment for it to be more effective, and the students will not find the lesson dull and boring, and at the same time encourage the students to become an active participant in class. Hence, this paper seeks to find out the benefits of interactive games on language learning, especially in terms of speaking skills and vocabulary level, as well as investigate the correlation between interactive games and speaking skills and vocabulary level. The main issue here is that majority of English classes are still conducted using traditional teaching method. Many students find it hard and struggle to learn the subject through traditional teaching method, especially with only the use of textbook. This resulted to the students losing interest in the subject as their enthusiasm and initiatives cannot be fully exerted in class. Rachel 2017 also supported this statement by claiming that traditional teaching method hinders students' creativity and cause them to be deprived from their freedom to express their own ideas and thoughts and interact with their peers in the classroom. Hence, this study is vital in order to introduce the interactive game-based learning technique that will bring advantages to language learning. This technique has been proven to help students focus better on the lesson and encourage them to actively participate in the lesson. Moving on to literature review, games are a way for the students to experience struggles of working together towards solving a problem within an interesting storyline. Renders and Watana, 2014, found out that game-based learning can significantly improve learning performance, enhance problem-solving skills, and create a better learning environment as it offered the students the opportunities to voice out their ideas and thoughts and encourage collaboration in learning to broaden their exposure to the target language. With that said, games can be a platform for the students to learn the English language and improve their language skills, especially in terms of speaking skills and vocabulary level. This is due to the fact that games are enjoyable and they make the lesson fun and comfortable for the students to learn and with very little stress, and the students also can receive immediate feedback and encouragement from the teacher. Subsequently, Yang and Wang 2014 found out that learners with game approach perform better than those without game approach. They also claim that game-based learning could help learners in overcoming their speaking anxiety. Interactive games are effective for language learning since it utilizes games elements to reduce academic pressure and provide a stress-free learning environment which help learners feel more relaxed, confident, and motivated to boost their language proficiency. Furthermore, Ketterby and Cowie 2013 argued that learners who learn vocabulary through interactive games outperform learners who learn vocabulary through traditional teaching methods. They also suggested that learners, especially those who grow up in this digital era, often view vocabulary learning as tedious, particularly in traditional ways. This is because vocabulary learning only consists of memorizing unfamiliar spelling and words, hence it is always perceived as uninteresting by learners. Moreover, they find it hard to engage themselves and focus on the lesson. Thus, they prefer the use of interactive games, as games are beneficial in vocabulary learning as they enhance their ability to remember and memorize new words. For research methodology, this research utilizes quantitative method and it focuses on analyzing the data obtained through questionnaires. The respondents of this study were secondary school students of a public school in Bentong, Pahang. The total respondents were approximately 60 students. Purposive sampling was used in this study as the respondents chosen are those who had been given exposure to English language formally for at least 8 years. And the main research instrument for this study, it was questionnaire. It was divided into two sections, Section A and Section B. For Section A, it contains demographic information, while Section B consists of questions related to students' opinion and Likert skills question regarding the benefits of interactive games on language learning in terms of speaking skills and vocabulary level. The questionnaires was distributed online through the use of Google Form. This study used descriptive statistics to analyze the responses. The results were calculated using SPSS, then converted into percentages, and were presented in tables and bar chart. The findings of this study are as followed. For research question 1, from the survey, majority of the students agreed that interactive games bring advantages to language learning. 48% of the students agreed that they were able to communicate clearly and effectively among their classmates through interactive games. 38% of the students agreed that interactive games help them to overcome their speaking anxiety. And lastly, 36% of the students agreed that interactive games encourage them to speak confidently in English and able to improve their language skills. The overall results prove that the students showed positive attitudes toward interactive games and agreed that this learning technique may help in improving their language skills. These findings are supported by Abdul Razik 2017 as he proposed that games create supportive environment to learn and it generates spontaneous interaction among the students. The students can relax and enjoy using their target language while their anxiety level is lowered. On the other hand, in terms of vocabulary, 38% of the students agreed that they were able to enrich their vocabulary through interactive games. In addition, 44% stated that interactive games enhanced their vocabulary level and they were able to learn and remember new words effectively. According to Katir and Darakshan, 2015, several studies also reported similar findings, as they stated that games are beneficial for vocabulary learning as it enhances their ability to remember and memorize new words effectively, increase grammar level and communication skills, encourage collaboration, as well as improve fluency and confidence in using the target language. Most studies also suggested that games are an excellent way to improve, reinforce, and develop new words and vocabulary because students learn the language implicitly while doing activities through games. To answer research questions 2, Pearson correlation test was conducted to investigate the correlation between interactive games and speaking skills as well as vocabulary level. Based on the results, there is a significantly moderate positive correlation between interactive games and speaking skills. R equal to 0.550, p-value less than 0.001. Hence, those who are using interactive games in learning would have higher performance in speaking skills. Similarly, there is a significantly positive correlation between interactive games and vocabulary level. R equal to 0.356, p-value less than 0.011. Hence, those who are using interactive games in learning would have higher vocabulary level. In conclusion, this study was conducted to highlight the importance and advantages of interactive game-based learning technique. Based on the findings and past studies, there are positive effects of interactive games on students' language learning as they are beneficial in terms of speaking skills and vocabulary level. The positive results from these studies hopefully will help the teachers and parents to change their view on interactive game-based learning technique and consider it to be implemented in the teaching and learning process. This could bring in a change in the teaching and learning of English in schools. With the implementation of interactive game-based learning technique, which offers a more relaxed environment and helps students to learn in a more comfortable manner, teaching and learning of English will be more successful. That's all from me. Thank you and stay safe.